But let's get started with US market first. Good morning, Kanishka. How was the mood in US yesterday?
Very good morning, Ankur. The S&P 500 actually climbed for the fourth straight session, adding to this week's rally. After the US and China agreed to temporarily slash tariffs, as we've discussed earlier, Treasury yields also fell, providing some tailwind to stocks. Now, the broad market index rose about 0.5%, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which had been trading in the red territory, has now added to 70 points or 0.65% in Thursday's trade. The nasdaq composite, however, underperformed, slipping 0.18%. Now, for the week so far, the nasdaq composite is higher by 6.6%, trailed by S&P 500 ahead just 4.5%, and the Dow, which is up 2.6%. Now, remember, the confidence in the immediate outlook for stocks is strengthened in the wake of last weekend's talks between Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Chinese officials that appeared to stave off a short-term decline in economic activity and a ratcheting up in inflation. Now, tech giants are putting up a strong show this week to date. Now, Nvidia and Tesla are both up around 15% each. Meta Platforms has added nearly 9%, whereas Amazon and Alphabet, they are up about 6% and 7% respectively. Meanwhile, just on Thursday, traders were also assessing the state of the economy with an unexpected decline in wholesale prices last month. The producer price index for April declined 0.5% month over month. Retail sales increased 0.1% in April, which matched consensus estimates, while the industrial production numbers for April decreased slightly more than expected.
Right. If you talk about oil prices, that fell on expectations that US and Iran may soon reach out a deal over Tehran's nuclear program. International benchmark Brent crude futures with July expiry fell 2.36% to close at $64.5 a barrel, pairing some of the earlier losses. US West Texas Intermediate, that means the WTI futures, meanwhile closed at $61, down at 2.5% for the session. Speaking in Doha, Qatar, during his Middle East trip, US President Donald Trump said US was getting close to securing a nuclear deal with Iran. His comments came shortly after a top advisor to Iran's supreme leader said that OPEC producer was ready to sign a nuclear deal with certain conditions in exchange of lifting of economic sanctions. The prospect of a US-Iran nuclear deal is expected to have a profound implications for the oil market, and that is something we'll watch out.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.